Hey beautiful ladies, welcome into my channel. My name is Jackie Alves, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to get a beautiful color corrected finish out of a tinted foundation that's got a serum added to it, and I'm going to show you exactly what I used to get that look, and I didn't have to go buy a brand new product to do it. Stick with me, I know you're going to learn a lot today, and I can't wait to see you on the flip side. All right, so let's get started on this. Like so many products we've already got, we can make what we need. Sometimes we just combine a couple of things instead of having to buy something new. And while I've got my hair up in this weird vanilla ice pump, I just want it like this while I'm doing my makeup, because then when I let it out, I'll have some volume because I'm wearing it kind of flat today. So what led me to this was this morning I'm over at Ulta and I was shopping for some tweezers, and yesterday I had some micro needling done. I don't know if you guys have ever had that done, but I had it done intense. Like a nurse did it. It wasn't just an esthetician. So I'm super red, but now my skin is like dry and peeling a little bit. And so I'm like, I need to put makeup on. I have clients coming into the beauty bar. So I was looking at ColourPop's product line, and they have a really great tinted moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid in it. And I thought that would be great, like moisture to try to just color correct a little bit. And then I was like, don't be ridiculous. Like, I have a face serum that I'm constantly bragging about. This is a lactic acid serum that I add to my foundation all the time. I love them together. Obviously, I have quite a few foundations here with me at the beauty bar. This is my matte foundation that I love because it's just a good basic velvet finish. And of course, I have moisturizer with me. So, tinted moisturizer with a serum in it. Why was I gonna go spend 20 bucks, which was not a bad price anyway for what I was looking at, but I thought, this is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? So, I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple pumps of moisturizer. I'm gonna do a little bit of my lactic acid serum. Now you can do a hyaluronic acid if you want. I'm not a huge fan of hyaluronic acid. My skin doesn't like it. I mean, you know, I can have it in certain products like foundation or something, but if I use a straight up hyaluronic acid, my skin reacts to it quite a bit. It's not pretty. Sometimes I get zits, so I'm not gonna do it. But lactic acid, my skin has fallen in love with. So I'm mixing it all around. Check this out. Fluffy, fluffy brush. You can use your fingertips too, by the way. You can just rub this right in if you prefer. And I'm gonna grab my mirror. But I wanted a fluffy brush because I want lightweight coverage, because my skin is really kind of flaky right now and extremely red. So that's why I'm going with something that is quite a bit more yellow than I would normally use, because I'm going to use it as a color corrector. So yeah, multi-use color correcting tinted moisturizer with lactic acid in it. Where else can you get that but in my medicine cabinet, right? So I just want you to kind of rethink what's going on in the beauty world. You know, it's just combining products to create something new that you may already have. Now, if you want to give something like that a try, go get it. I love to try new things, and I love to hear from you when you try new things. But if it's something that you can just combine together, why should you have to spend money? You know what I mean? And because this is lightweight, I've got moisturizer and serum in it. I'm bringing it all the way down my chest. You know, I suffer with that massive redness. The dermatologist told me it's a skin condition. So I can't even pronounce the name. He told me it was really long, and I didn't really commit to trying to remember it anyway, so whatever. But you know, I'm gonna be red here regardless. So using something that will color correct a little bit. That's why I wore such a low scoop neck for you today. It's not because I was feeling sexy. It's because I wanted to show you. It could even color correct this redness that I have here. But I mean, serum and moisturizer and foundation. And man, my forehead was really red from the micro needling, because they get that needle in there, and then it's like they put a really intense serum with it. It's almost like it's injecting this serum into your skin. I say it's like aerating your lawn. You know, you poke holes in your grass and then you put all this stuff in. It helps it get in there, right? It also kind of causes your skin to toughen up, start producing collagen, you know, especially where it's starting to lose elasticity and firmness. So it's really good. It's not cheap. I got it for Christmas. Otherwise, there's no way I would have spent that much money on it. And it was very, very painful. But point being, I got that done. And I just wanted to cover up this redness and look nice today, but still have a healthy glow. And I knew I wouldn't be able to put on a whole entire load of makeup because I knew, I knew it was gonna look flaky and kind of peely. So look at this. I think this looks really pretty, and you can still see some of the redness. It's okay, I wasn't trying to get a full layer of foundation today. I just wanted to even it out, and that's what a tinted moisturizer with serum would do, is just kind of even out the skin tone and allow it to breathe and look nice and glowy. But then I thought, okay, if I'm not putting a full layer of a bunch of stuff on, how am I possibly gonna still, wear like eyeshadow? How am I still gonna get a little bit of contour or bronzer on, right? So I am gonna go ahead and just do a quick finish of powder. This is the Fit Me by Maybelline, and I'm using a super fluffy brush by Real Techniques, just because I wanna prepare the skin for when I go into bronzer and blush. All right, so yeah, I have a couple of clients coming in today. It is a daughter who is about my age and her mother whose 80th birthday today they're celebrating. So I have the privilege of giving an 80-year-old a makeover today for her birthday. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm gonna go in real quick and just do a little bit of the bronzer right here under my cheeks. I'm not looking to sculpt and do anything major because I've got the skin issue going on today. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever tried microneedling. Let me know in the comments if you have, or if you've just been interested in it and not really sure if it would be worth it. I did get some before photos. I got some photos right after they were done. And then I'm gonna get another couple photos like every single day as I go, because I would like to see how it progresses. And like I said, it was not cheap. So I really wanna know if it was worth it. When she first started though, you guys, I thought to myself, there's no way I'm ever doing this again. I don't care if this makes me look 5 years younger. I will never do this. It hurt so bad when she got on my forehead. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I will never do this again. And then when I got done, of course, once it's over, I was looking back and I was like, well, maybe if it makes like a big difference, maybe I could do this once a year. And then I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that must be how women can have more than one child. We have some kind of crazy forget me switch inside of us, because that doesn't make any sense. It was like the worst pain. I wanted to come off the table and come up swinging, and then all of a sudden I'm convincing myself, oh, maybe I could do this once a year. All right, I'm gonna do just a really lightweight blush, and just right on top of where I've contoured. Really light. I'm gonna go back with that brush that I used for my quote unquote foundation and just buff it out a little bit. Now underneath my eyes, I've already got a really healthy kind of dewy mixture going on, so I don't want to put heavy concealer under my eyes right now either. So I'm definitely going to be mixing serum with concealer. But let's go into a little bit of eyeshadow quickly. I'm going to just use liquid eyeshadow. This one is called Playa Oaxaca. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but that's okay. It's like a really pretty shimmer, like a cream color. And just like the quickest, most lightweight look. I really don't want to put a bunch of makeup on today with my skin the way it is. But like I said, I've got clients coming in. I want to look, put together at least. And this is a great look for every day anyway. If you just don't like to wear a lot of makeup, but you still want to look put together. Now I've got Dorado here, which is just a pretty gold color. It's like a golden brown. I'm putting it right in my crease, a little bit sloppy. And I'll do the same on the other side. Now I could easily just use my finger to blend this out like I did with the first shade, but I'll go ahead and grab a fluffy eyeshadow brush and just diffuse it a little bit. Right in the crease and try to blend it up towards the brow. And you have to move quickly or this will dry. So if you're not quick enough on the draw, just do one eye at a time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and darken up my brows and then we'll do some eyeliner. Okay, just a little brow powder on my brows, but before I go into eyeliner and mascara, I do wanna use a little bit of this ColourPop, really cute shimmer. It's in the shade The Ritz, but I'll show you what it does. I'm just gonna use my ring finger and just drag it on the bottom like 2/3 of my eyelid, and it just adds a really cute shimmer right there in the crease, right on the bottom lid, and then it just blended right into the crease where I had that brown liquid eyeshadow. Slapping a little bit on the other side. Now this is a really fun way to add a little bit of shimmer or, you know, a pop of shine just right on that inner corner if you've got a hooded lid. But if the inner corner is still slightly smooth and accessible, you know, if you can still get your inner corner to show just a little bit, that will pop nice if you put something in that area that's a little bit shimmer or, you know, that's got a sheen to it. It's really nice, or a little bit brighter shade. So I'm also gonna go in with the white diamond here and add just a tiny bit of that just to brighten it up. Now you don't have to do this step. You could have easily just left it, but I like how the bright will transition into that gold little color pop right there. Just brightens it up a little bit. I like it. I like it a lot, I do. Okay, I'm gonna go back with my brown eyeliner. Now this is a roll-up gel liner. It's pretty good long wear. It's by Revant Cosmetics, and you can just check out their website if you're interested in some long wear eyeliner. I don't have a link for them, but it's easy just to head over to their website and check them out. Okay, so I started on the outer corner. And now I just made it disappear about halfway over. And now I was just jiggling it right on top of the lashes so that it's super, super thin. It created like a tiny little wing that I use that fat triangle technique for. It's fatter on the outer corner. It fades toward the inside. Now I can go back and kind of doctor it up if I feel like I messed it up by just putting a little bit of eyeshadow on top of it. But I think it's looking pretty straight. I kept it fairly thin. Sometimes I can get out of control with it, but I think I'm safe today. Which is rare. All right, I'm feeling pretty good today. I mean, we're coming up on 2026. By the time you watch this, it will be 2026. And I'm kind of excited about it. My husband and I were eating penne and meatballs for breakfast. I don't know why. We had a hankering for it. So I fixed that this morning, and we were setting some goals and setting up our fast I was talking about in our last video. And some of you actually are going to be fasting also, which is cool. But we were setting up like the reason why we're going to fast and what we want to see in our marriage this year. And it's really exciting. He had some great ideas. He wrote them all down. He used ChatGPT to get in there and create a whole entire like spreadsheet. Yeah, he did. It's pretty amazing. All right, I'm gonna point it up just a little bit more. I gotta use 15 different mirrors when I do my makeup, and you know what it is, what it is. We do what we need to do, right? But yeah, I'm excited about this fast. I'm excited to see what this new year's gonna bring. We say that every year, right? But you know, every year it's true. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. All right, now I'm just gonna smudge a little bit. All right, I'm liking it, and it's simple. So let's slap on some mascara. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put just a little bit of eyeshadow underneath. I almost forgot that part. So let me go in with a nice brown. I'll actually just use the brow powder and the smudger brush that I just used because I'm gonna keep it simple. I don't wanna bust out more products if I don't need to. So just brow powder right underneath. This helps define just a little bit. But soft, you know, like I don't want to put a bunch of eyeliner underneath, but I do like the definition. It makes a big difference for me. Now I've got a couple of weird spots like right here that are really uneven and kind of blotchy from when I did the eyeshadow, but that's another reason I love to leave that concealer till later, because I'm just gonna clean it up as soon as I get done with my mascara. Okay, quite a transformation already, and still maintaining that nice kind of glow by getting a finished makeup look. It's kind of important. And lately, oh my gosh, I've been looking for so many different ways to just brighten my skin back up, help it look healthy again. You know, it starts to dull after a while, and like I just want to look my best. And I have a class reunion coming up. Oh my God, like class reunion. I know a lot of people are like, yes, class reunion, the best time ever, the best years of our life. But you guys know, and I've shared with you, that I got bullied quite a bit in high school. It was not the best years of my life. And I often say, like, I wouldn't go back there if you paid me. But I'm gonna go. I wasn't going to, but then somebody said, you never know what kind of opportunity there's gonna be to meet somebody, to share the love of Jesus with somebody, to share makeup with somebody, just meet people and just be out there. And I was like, you're right. I don't need to be here like boohoo about what happened 40 years ago, but still. All right, a little bit of concealer. So still, I'm nervous and I wanna look good. And we're just like that, right? So I'm not gonna go get a facelift or anything. I may do that when I'm like 60 though, don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna go get a facelift for a reunion. But I do wanna look good. So I'm kind of investigating like great things that are healthy, how to take care of my skin, because now it's on my mind. So I'm not necessarily doing it for a reunion, but it's really center of my mind now. Okay, I'm taking my Caffeine eye serum that everybody loves, and I mean everybody, you guys, no joke. Everybody loves it. And I'm mixing it with my liquid concealer. You can mix it with whatever concealer you like, because again, I'm keeping it super lightweight. So I'm adding a lot more serum than I normally would, because I don't have really dark circles under. I just want to brighten and finish the look and clean up that eyeshadow. So a lot of serum. It's going to keep it looking nice and dewy underneath, with a little bit of concealer. It's almost like a tinted moisturizer effect. So it's like a tinted eye serum, right? And holy cow, it feels so good because I keep the serum really cold. So that's a great little tip. But again, I'm not looking for a bunch of coverage because my skin is really dry and flaky right now because that micro needling. And trying to achieve a whole bunch of coverage is just gonna make it look cakey and flaky. Those are not my friends, cakey and flaky. All right, I got a weird flaky spot right here. So I'll just try to go over it gently and just leave it. Sometimes, you know, it is what it is with stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Go over the bridge of my nose a little. Pretty red right there. I'll hit the lip area just so I can go into my lip liner, but I do want to take that blush brush and back blend just a little bit. I don't know why I'm talking like this today, you guys. Give me some grace. All right, speaking of give me some grace, you guys know I'm always cracking up and cracking on the haters and the rude people that come onto my channel and on my Facebook page too, man. They're just like, they've turned into some vipers over there. It's been crazy. Throwing some tissue away here. But yeah, like at first I was like, oh, thanks for watching, you know, and I just, you know, you don't know what to say and you don't engage. And I agree, like you don't want to lower yourself to their standards. But some of my students here at the Makeup Academy have been really fearful of posting things because they're young women. They're very vulnerable. And cyberbullying is a really big deal right now. So, you know, they're like, oh my God, Miss Jackie, like the things they say to you are horrible. There's no way I could do that. And I'm like, that's it. Like, mind your manners, people. You're not hurting me, by the way. Remember what I just said. Not only was I bullied in high school, you guys, I am a survivor of some intense, severe domestic violence. Thank God Jesus saved me and set me free. But, you know, I've had an interesting past. And so some weird comments saying like, I look like a man or sound like a man or, you know, whatever they want to say. I look old or whatever. Honestly, it's not going to hurt me. But what is bothering me is that it's creating fear in my students because they don't want to be treated like that. So I'm just going to say, I think that we really need to start minding our manners on social media, because people have said to me, oh, you put yourself out there, what do you expect? I put myself out on the street when I walk down the street, but I don't expect to be hit by a car or insulted. And yes, it happens sometimes, but those people need to be told, mind your manners. And that's how I feel about social media. Women like me are putting ourselves out there for you to learn and have fun, try new techniques, because we're having a good time together. So mind your manners. PSA of the day. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do some lip liner. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a massively blessed new year, because you know I'm gonna. So let's get some lips together and I'll be right back. All right, I've designed a lip look for you, and I'm gonna start with my Rosewood lip liner. This is by Red Aspen. It's a good long wear liner, especially if you know how to layer it up like I show you how to do. So I'm gonna go right here at the Cupid's bow. And don't forget to go like this. It helps flatten out the lips so the speed bumps aren't so prohibitive, if you will. I just had a great friend, one of our subscribers, comment on this technique, and she said ever since I taught her how to go like this, like you don't have any teeth, it's been a game changer for her because it straightens and kind of flattens out the lip. Oh, I couldn't see, I'm a little flaky. Wow. Yeah, they said I would be a little bit flaky and peely on like the third day, and they were right. So you guys, I wanted to show you what it looked like right after I got it done. So check this out. Look how red I am. And whoo, doggies, it hurt. It hurt. But I'm hoping in a couple weeks I'll see some big differences because that collagen production is going to start going. So I'll keep you posted. Look how many layers I did. Now, the more layers, the longer it's gonna last. I'm telling you, it's really worth it to take those extra steps to do that. Let me make sure this is straight. Okay, I'm back. I just had to get up close with that crazy lip liner just to make sure. Sometimes I just gotta get in there and put my glasses on. But now I have this really great L'Oreal lipstick that I got. It's a great throwback. I've used this a couple times already. It's number 135, Ballerina Slippers, and it's this old school lipstick that I used to use back in the day, and I stinking love it. It's a crazy frosty pink. And you know, frosts were out for a while, you know. Frost is out, matte is in, all the stuff. I tend to go the opposite direction. But you couldn't find that for a little while. And then I noticed it the other day in a drugstore. And I was like, holy cow, that used to be my favorite. So I grabbed it, and I noticed a lot of people are using it. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's making quite the comeback. But I'm gonna go ahead and gloss it with my Guava Gloss because I really wanna tone down the like white frost in it just a little. Just for today. The other day I did not. I was really excited about it. So the guava toned it down a little bit, but added a lot of great moisture to it as well. So I really like the way it's turned out. I'm gonna use a really super dewy finish setting spray today. This is really similar to like the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. And it just leaves a really nice like dewy, shiny finish to it. And I always use a fan with my setting spray. I'm sure you already know that. The quicker you can get it to dry, the better off you are. But this is gonna leave it with a really beautiful dewy finish instead of matting it down. You like how soft I said that? Okay, let's let the hair down. And I may have a couple of kinks in it from those clippies, but that's okay. Just helps me keep a little volume on top because, man, my hair is, like my papa used to say, it's flatter than a flitter. I don't know what that means, and it probably doesn't mean anything because he used to say some pretty nonsensical stuff, like old dudes do. But my hair has just gotten real flat, so, and I'm constantly over moisturizing it, trying to get it to feel softer, you know, because it's dry, blah, blah, all the things, menopause, yada, yada. But this is just a nice, like, professional look. Like I said, I've got some clients coming in today. I just want to look nice and put together, but not overdone because I'm not the client. I try never to look bougier than my brides, and I try not to outdo my clients, especially my 80-year-old client who's coming to get a makeup for her birthday. I'm so excited. I'm going to try to get some photos of her so I can share them with you if she'll let me. And I suspect she will. I mean, what a cool chick coming in to get a makeover on her 80th birthday. All right, putting on some cool earrings. I feel like I got it going on. I hope you guys think so too, and I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial to show you how easy it can be to create things like that ColourPop tinted moisturizer with serum in it. I already had all those things and I achieved the same really nice look. My skin looks healthy. You can still see discoloration and these weird marks on my forehead from the microneedling, but I feel like I got a good overall color correcting look. My face still has a beautiful glow, and I was able to achieve a full finished makeup without caking it on and making my skin look flakier. So if you're looking for something like that, I hope that you can just combine the products in your own bathroom to get what you love. And of course, if you want to try any of the products that I use today, the ones that you're able to get directly from me, you can find links in the description. And the other ones, for example, ColourPop, you can just find those at colourpop.com. A lot easier than trying to fish around in your local drugstore trying to find all the things I've used. So hopefully we can help you out with that today. All right, you guys, I hope you know that I love and appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful, happy new year. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel or whatever that word is. I love you guys so much. Bye, everyone.